Old North Church is the oldest church that is still standing in Boston. The church officially opened on December 29, 1723, and still holds masses under the same congregation today. Paul Revere went to inform the colonists the British were coming after seeing the 2 lanterns hung in the steeple. Robert Newman went to go hang the 2 lanterns by climbing 154 stairs, while John Pulling, another friend of Paul Revere, had stood guard until the task was complete. Newman was afraid to unlock the door once again, so he snuck out the window in the front of the church. The window was blocked in 1815 and rediscovered in 1989 due to the work of renovations. The window holds the 3rd lantern, lit by President Ford in 1915 to represent hope and renewed effort in the 3rd century. On the left to the window there is a bust of a statue dedicated to George Washington. It's the first monument of him dedicated to him in America. This is where the famous quote, "One if by land, two if by sea," was inspired from. This is a line in a poem written by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Because of his suspicious actions, Newman was arrested and then later found innocent by the British troops. He then abandoned the town. There are 8 bells placed inside the church, and these are the first ringing bells placed in America. Paul Revere was one of the bell ringers for the church himself, although he was not an actual member. In the basement of the church, there are 37 crypts that hold over 1,000 bodies. There were a few grave mistakes in the making of this, though. For example, Major John Curran, a British troop, was supposed to be buried in England when he was killed in the Battle of Bunker Hill, but instead Lieutenant Shays' body was placed and sent back to England. A cool fact to know about the church is that the King of Britain had his own pew in the front. If you went there today, you could still see a plaque with his name on it. The work of the church was inspired by a British architect, Christopher Wren. There is a steeple in the front of the church, and it's 191 feet tall. The steeple has blown over twice since the first time it was made, once in 1804 and again in 1954, due to hurricanes. The church was officially named the Christ Church of Boston, but its nickname is now the Old North Church. The inside of the church has not been renovated since the colonial times. Enjoy the history embedded inside this church and look for the artistic features that are inside the Old North Church. Thank you.